What is up, everyone? It's Tyler here again. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 simple steps for creating an effective Facebook ad. So I really wanted to share these with you so that this way you really have a process and a thought process and organization so that you can look back and follow these and ensure that you're going to create a great Facebook ad. Make sure you stay to the end too, because I'm going to share a couple bonus tips that not a lot of people talk about that I found really effective for me and my clients. So number one, you want to create a jaw-dropping offer or some type of value or solution you want to offer in the ad. So when people are on Facebook, they're not really, they don't go on there to go shopping or to be sold. They go on there to, be social. You look at their friends' posts, look at other posts, watch videos, whatever it may be. That's what they go on there for. They're scrolling. So we need something that's going to catch their eye, make them stop, and take the type of action that you want them to do. So we need to come up with some type of very valuable offer, and obviously the bigger the better. So for example, I've used this example before in some of my other videos that you can check out. I'll link down below. But let's say for a restaurant, for example. Let's say a good jaw-dropping offer, something big of a lot of value, would be a contest where someone can win free food for a month, or free food for a year, or a meal every week for a year, something like that, or even just buy one get one free sometimes, or just some type of offer that's going to give the person immense value. And in this ad, you can kind of talk about that value, like this is a $400 value, something like that. Or you can, give away a free PDF, you can give away a free ebook, free video series, a free course, or offer some type of solution to someone's problem that they are facing. So that's number one. Talk with your client, your business, or just really sit down, write down some offer ideas. And pay attention to when you're scrolling through Facebook, like what ads catch your eye, and you'll notice that these ads aren't initially like selling you on anything. They're giving you value, they're giving you a solution, or they're giving you a great offer that you can't refuse. So number two is utilize the right objective. So when you go to create the ad, you're going to go to business.facebook.com, and I'll just go in and show you right now. So you want to choose the right objective for your ad based off of what you want to accomplish. So I don't really recommend using brand awareness or reach, just not unless that's your goal is just to get out there and get your name out there, which it definitely isn't the best thing to do. So what I would recommend is testing different ones out. Test the traffic out. Make sure you have a landing page set up or some type of external page for someone to go on when they click on the ad. So have you could test out this traffic. Basically, you're paying per click. You can test out engagement. These are great for videos and really getting people to comment, like, and share. That's the goal of this. These are great options. And then also what I suggest is to test out lead generation. So lead generation is basically when you click on the ad, Facebook is going to pop up pretty much a form that people can fill out. Maybe you've seen this before. Maybe you click on an ad. It doesn't bring you off of Facebook. It doesn't bring you to an external website. It's going to just pop up something, it might even be pre-filled out for you. Have your name and email entered in. Facebook actually does that sometimes, which is really cool. But so basically it's like a landing page that Facebook gives you. Test this out. I've used it a few times. It's been really effective, and we like testing it out on certain campaigns and certain clients, and split testing these things. And then also what we found very effective, if you've seen my other video on how we've made Anytime Fitness over $10,000. Actually, these past few days we were told they signed up even more people, which has made them $28,000 in 2 weeks. We use this objective, the messages objective. What this is that it's getting more people to send messages to your business in Messenger. So when people click on this, it's going to bring them to a messaging conversation with your business where you can have predetermined answers, pretty much. Like you can have something that automatically sends to them right away. And in this message that sends right away, you kind of want to have a question or something that's going to invoke them to respond. And you can actually have suggested replies for them to click on to answer right away. And then you can either go in yourself or have the business go in and follow up with them and talk with them, or you can set up a chat bot, so that this way it kind of goes and takes them through a sales process or a conversation. So for right now, I'm just going to click on traffic so we can move forward. Let me go back here and let's get to the next step. So pick the appropriate audience and targeting. I'm going to go back here. You can name this your pretty much the main campaign. This is what is the main objective. So you can pretty much name this so you can really identify what you're trying to accomplish with this ad and what's inside of it. So let's continue here. And we're going to scroll down, and basically, you got to choose the right audience and targeting. You don't have to be 100% correct. I mean, so many people take this, overthink this, and really overcomplicate it. But I'm going to show you a little ways to simplify to make it easier. So choose your location. Let's say you're located in Charlotte, North Carolina, or something. Your location. You could actually put in the exact address right here, and then you can put a 5-mile radius or a 10-mile radius. It kind of depends where your business is, or where the business is, or where you're advertising for this Facebook ad. You want to put in a certain radius. I recommend 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 miles max, depending on the business, like I said. So talk with your client, or if the personal age demographic of the target market, then go ahead and choose this. Otherwise, you can just leave it how it is. But if you're selling or the business is something more for an older age demographic, then definitely bump this up or put it down if it's not. And then same here for gender, whether it's for both genders or not. That's simple. You don't really have to do the language there. It's not really important. So detailed targeting. This is where everyone kind of gets tripped up on. Let's say you have a coffee shop or something, and you want to target people who are interested in coffee. So you can simply just go in here, just make it simple, make it easy, get the target audience smaller than it is over here. I'll show you the audience size, the potential reach. So let's just, I'll just give you an example. I'll do Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's do like 10 miles. Let's just do 5 miles just to show you. Five miles. I don't know why it's not going. Okay, well, whatever. It should let you do it. But anyways, let's just stick with 10 miles. So you reach 1.2 million people. That's the potential daily reach if you just left it at this. Which here's your estimated daily reach based upon your budget and your targeting and stuff like that. So let's see coffee. So let's see, you can choose people with an interest in coffee, or you can just choose people who purchase coffee. See, you can see their behaviors here. These are people who purchase coffee pretty often. So now your potential reach has went down very dramatically to 380,000 people, and it's becoming more specific. So you can go in here and even narrow it down and go, let's see what other options they have for coffee. You can really choose most of these. Then you can choose people with interest in coffee. 140,000 people. Honestly, you could test that out and see how it goes. You don't need to get all crazy with it, or you could just kind of go through suggestions here and coffee lovers, I love coffee, coffee drinker, and just kind of add it on there. But what I suggest is try to keep, if it's a local business, try to keep it between anywhere from 10,000 reach all the way up to, I wouldn't really go more than 400,000. I mean, ideally, I would say 100,000, maybe 200,000. That we've found most effective, but obviously the more specific and more targeted, the better. So mess around with this. Go in here. You can browse through here the demographics, interests, behaviors, stuff like that. So don't overcomplicate that. Test it out. It's really more simple than you think it is. So yeah, let's go. Let's just finish this off. I know you can go to edit placements, and you can really get this down depending on your target market, whether they're on Instagram or not. But definitely, get rid of the audience network, get rid of the messenger for now. Let's just get rid of Instagram and only do Facebook feeds for right now. So you can see estimated daily reach is still very high for a small business, a small local business. Let's scroll down. You can also do only when connected to Wi-Fi. You can check that out, see how it works, because people aren't going to click on your ad if they're in the car or something. A lot of people probably will go more in depth with it when they're connected to Wi-Fi. So check that out, see how it works. Put your daily budget. Definitely start off around $5, test it out, or you can go up to $5, $10, $15 to begin with. But unless your client has a huge budget that you want to start with, so we're gonna go there. I'm going to go continue, and next we're going to see step 4. Step 4, you got to have great copy with a strong and clear CTA. CTA is a call to action. So this is basically telling someone exactly what they need to do in the ad. So the copy is basically all the text in the ad. So you see the top part of the ad where all the text is. Here, I'll show you real quick. Okay, so you enter in the text, and this is where it's not popping up here, but basically like the top part of the ad where the text is going to be, that's your copy, So you want to just keep it simple. Maybe like attention, Charlotte, or the location. Maybe add some emojis in here. I like to add, and just attention Charlotte, some like get your free, claim your free coffee, claim your free coffee, something like that. And then add another sentence here, explain why you're doing this giveaway. Maybe make it scarce. Maybe say we're only giving this to 50 people, and this is why, a part of our grand opening. So include another sentence or two here, and then you could say this ends next Friday or whatever. And then here you want to just say click here to get your free coffee. And then you can include like an emoji here, the one that's like an arrow this way, and then you just insert the link right there. You definitely want to have a link there if that's the goal of this ad, to have people click on the link. You want to have the link above where people can click the see more button. You don't want it to be below that. I saw a very dramatic increase in amount of link clicks when that link was above the fold, they call it, above that image there. So that's extremely important. You could just call to action, leave that lead more. Your headline here, claim your free coffee. You can add an emoji there too, whatever, to really invoke a more emotion and to get people to take action. But basically, put the website in there and make sure, you can turn the Facebook pixel on and insert that into your landing page to track all the people who's going there. So let's move on here. So basically, you want to have pain points. You want to touch on their pain points. If it's more of like a value or a solution kind of ad, maybe you're trying to solve people's problems. Touch on the pain points. How you can solve them, or how basically them clicking on the ad, is going to help these things. You can talk about their objections. You can mention their objections, so that this way it kind of clears that out of their mind even before they come up with them. And like I said, touch on scarcity in the ad for sure. So next, number 5. Ideally, you want to use a video. Videos have become extremely more effective and engaging on social media. They're way more engaging than text, than images or whatever else there is. But you can still test it out, split test, try a picture, try a video, see what happens, see which works better. It kind of depends on your niche. It kind of depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But for you to get an initial ad out there, you definitely want to use a video. And this video, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, a crazy production. It can be a video from their Facebook page. You can find videos off YouTube to use. You can even, just have yourself or your friend or your client, whoever it is, film a selfie video and just introduce whatever you're trying to offer here in this ad, so it's really more personalized. So people really love when they're scrolling through Facebook. I'm sure you do too, and can notice this, that you're stopping, you're watching videos, and also include the subtitles or the captions in that video, which you can automatically generate and edit really quickly right in Facebook as you're creating the ad. So you can have the captions down below, because not everyone is going to turn the volume on or watch the video. They can just kind of stop and read the captions. I know I've done that before, and I'm sure you have too. So use a video, extremely important. And let's see the bonus tips. Split test all your images, split test videos, split test the copy. You want to split test different things to see what works better. It doesn't make sense if you just go do one ad and say, okay, that's it, hopefully this works. You want to have multiple versions, because you're not exactly sure what is going to work. Yes, you can be pretty sure that it's going to work because it's worked before, but you never know. You want to split test, because maybe you'll find something that works even better than what you're doing. So split test, you could split test the targeting, if you're not really sure about your first targeting option. So split test, split test, split test. And lastly, let it run. Let the ad run. So this is something that I found, that I recently noticed, is basically once you create the ad, make sure it's exactly how you want it. Do that, if you have to edit it, do it really quickly, but don't go back in and make big edits into it within the first few days. If you go in and change the whole targeting up after a day because you haven't seen results right away, then that's going to mess Facebook's algorithm up and mess them up when trying to optimize it. It's going to kind of make them confused, and okay, so we have to put it in front of this audience now instead of what you wanted. So just pick an audience, try that targeting. If you need to, split test the targeting. Don't go back in and change things all around. Maybe you could change one thing here or there, but try to get it going. Let it run for I would say at least 24 hours. I usually like 1 to 3 days letting it run, at least 2 to 3 days. Let it run. Facebook will optimize it, and it might even start performing better after those few days. So don't be discouraged, if nothing's happening within the first 12 hours or 24 hours. Let it run, see what happens. It might change. You might see some crazy results. So that's kind of, the main point that I found really effective recently for me. Because I noticed if I go in and start editing, targeting, and big parts of the ad over and over again, I realized it doesn't reach maybe as many people, or it might take longer to optimize and kind of mess it up a little bit. But test it out, see what happens. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment down below, and I will answer every single comment. And I appreciate your guys' support. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like these kind of videos, let me know what else you want to see. But hopefully, here are 5 steps that you can follow to see an effective Facebook ad and see its results. And of course, there are more in depth, like having a landing page and stuff like that. If you want to see, I made another video about how to create a landing page. I'll link it down below. So that this way, you're pretty much set to go. So thanks guys, have a good one, take care, bye.